we've got a light purple and a pink raptor, a pure black and a white one, then the reverse of that, which is pure white and then black. I didn't actually choose the yellow for this one. I just went with the natural, but I painted the rest of I cheated the rest of it black. And we got a Deadpool one. And then if we go... oh yeah, also I put kind of like white dots and a white body on this Titanosaur. So let's go here. Because in my last live stream I said I was going to try and figure out how to change the colour of your dinos, or see if there's a way to do it. And I actually found out how to do it, so this is Cowards 2.0 now. So I hope that whoever watched my streams before didn't become attached to the colour too much, because it's now pink and blue. Also, we got a red and blue one. Same over there, but it's kind of like a inverse. And then if I come over here, there's a Joker one and a pure cyan and black. Oh, and a white and red one. So yeah, that was fun. And somewhere, I don't know where. Oh no, I changed colour. I was oh yeah, I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, I did have a cotton candy figure, but I changed the colour, and I made up a load of dinos and the colour schemes that my tribesmate online likes. So we got pure black Giga, we got a kind of black and white wyvern, what I like to call the minion wyvern. If I come down, so I'll show you these better. We got this raptor right here, absolutely beautiful. This is the reverse Deadpool I was on about showing you. We've got a black and red Anki with the white body. And if I come over here, we've got a black and white with red legs. And then we've got a black and red wyvern and a blue and white. So it's not all of the ones that I want to hit me at, but it's a start. So yeah, and then one more thing to show you. I'm showing you how to do this. This is really messy. Right. I also decided to muck around with the RGs because I absolutely love the colours that you can do on the RGs. So we got the red and cyan, the inverse, or reverse of it. Joker, a black and yellow. Both actually be called Bumblebee. We've got a red one, and yes it is pure red. I used a variant of a dark red and a light red. I decided to use a pure white for this one because it spawned naturally white to some degree, so I didn't want to ruin that pattern completely. White and red, and then I made a fire one last night as well, which I don't think I actually showed my tribesmate. Look. So, red, yellow, and then orange tips. So, I called that one Ember. That's the only one I've given a name. Alright. So, things I've showed you. I should probably find a isolated spot and show you how to do it. Oh yeah, also before I get into it as well, I said I'd show you this. I also painted myself a Megalodon, which was actually naturally this colour. And I named it the Meg. So, very funny. Haha. Right. go over here. I'm trying to think what I want to spawn in that would be very easy to kind of show you the different colour spawns on. Let's do... What do we do? Let's do a wyvern. Admin sheet. Space. Summon. Space. Wyvern. Space. Oh no, it's not space, it's underscore, sorry. Wyvern underscore. Character. Underscore. BP. And I want to go with a fire one, so fire. And then underscore and C. So let's quickly spawn that in. Quickly type in force tame. Right. So now we have. Oh, I see. How do I do this every time? I'll see if I can slash kill you. There we go. Oh, really? This is passive. Stop it. This happens every time. They decided it's a good idea to play tag. I've told you all before, if you're going to play tag, play the type of tag where you don't have to run around chasing each other. It's the version I played when I was a kid. Just yell tag. So, if I go from here with the wings, it might be a little bit difficult to explain, but there is 6 regions, well technically there's 7, because you start from 0 and end up with 6, so I suppose that's 7. And if I go into the cheat bar, it's all one word. This bit is set target dino color, and there is no U in this cheat for the word color. It's just COLOR, and then space, and then you need to type in the region that you want to do. So the beginning region is 0 and the end is 6. So I'm going to start from the very beginning and type in 0, and then space, and there is a list of numbers, and each number is a different colour. Let me just... Right, there are 56 colours in total. So it'll go from 1 to 56, whatever colour you decide. And I will, because I'm probably going to be uploading this to YouTube. So if you view it over there, I'll put the code for each colour in the description. Trying to go with a distinct colour that will be easily spotted. And also, another thing is some of the colour regions, the colour does change, but it doesn't seem to appear to, because some of the colour regions are hidden. Let's go with a bright blue. So, actually let's do a cyan, because that's even brighter. So, in this case, it's Settargetdinocolor, all one word, space, 0, so that's the first segment, and then you need to do another space, and then the colour number that you want to use, and I'm using cyan, which is number 5. So if you press start again, admin command, and you can see now that it's changed to a bright blue. And depending on what it is you colour, sometimes it can be a little bit finicky to try and colour, like giggers I found are really difficult to try and get the colour of. Sometimes you need to stand on their backs so that you're actually in the correct range to do it, because it can be a bit awkward. So as you can see now, bright blue. And then what you need to do now is, if you go back into your cheat bar, where the number 0 is, change that to a 1. And that will be the next segment you work with. So we need another colour now. So I used the number 5 for cyan. So for segment 1, I've already done segment 0. So for segment 1, we need a different number, just for the sake of showing you. Let's do 4, which is yellow. And just bear in mind, you might not actually be able to see it, or not straight away. It's only when you look at it properly that you'll notice it somewhere. Not that I can actually find it, mind. But it has changed. It just doesn't look like it. Because, as I said, some colour regions are invisible, especially on wyverns. Right, so change the number 1 to number 2. So we're doing segment number 2 now. And then we need to change the colour ID for another one. Unless you want to do it all pure one colour, then of course you could just use the same last number. And what else am I going to do now then? Let's do red, which is number 1. Oh, typed in 2 by accident. Number 1. Right, so now you can see that the underbelly's changed and it's now a bright red. And also this little bit on his feet and his ankles will have turned red as well. And I think that's everything that would have turned red. So now we change the number 2 to a number 3, because we're working on segment 3 now. It can be a little bit of a slow process, but to get the colour dino you want, it's awesome. Let's do a white. So white is number 18. Admin command. I'm not sure what it would have changed. As I said, some bits are invisible. I'm not completely sure. But it has changed, I assure you. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm also going to use the colour white for region 4. So change the number 3 to a number 4. And you should see that. That has changed. Press admin command, and now you can see that the tips of the wings have changed. So that looks pretty. So we've got cyan wings, red underbelly, and white tips. Now we need to change it to region 5. Oh. And for region 5, because I can't remember where it is actually, let's change it to... What do I want to go with? Let's go with a dino light purple, and that's the colour I went with for the raptor at the beginning of the video. So if you like that, it's number 30. So type in 30. Once again, it'll seem invisible. And then I'm going to do the same for segment 6. There we go. So now we have a completely... oh, there we go. You can see the bit of purple on the inside of the arms and under here, see? So it does show up, it just doesn't always appear to be from the angle you may be looking at. So, yeah, to do the cheat, you just go into it, Settargetdinocolor, all one word, space, the segment you want to work on, so 0 to 6, space again, and then the colour number ID for the colour you want to use. And I'll put all of the colour numbers in the description. So, ta-da! I might try doing it with one more dino just to make it clear and show you how the colour regions on all dinos can be a little bit different. So if I come over here, and seeing as I like doing RGs, I'll spawn in an RG real quick. So admin cheat, space summon space Argent ARGENT underscore character underscore BP underscore C. Gonna quickly spawn in very fast. Type in force tame, all one word. Worked, right. Try again. There we go. Right, let's take it down here. This is the original colour before we change it. So we got a dark brown, a kind of like lightish brown and greenish tips. So if I quickly go into the cheat bar again, set target dino color, space 0, because that's the segment we'll be working on first. I mean, you can work on any segment in the way you want to. I'll just work in a chronological way because it makes it easier on my brain. So yeah, number 0 for segment 0. And then, let me find a number real quick that I want to use. I'm going to use number 6, which is magenta. So if we shove that in real quick, and there we go. The main body of the RG is now magenta. So, go into the cheats bar again. And I'll also list the name of the cheat in the description box, just in case I'm going a little bit fast, just so that you can copy it for yourself. Change the 0 to a 1 because we're working on segment 1 now. And I'm going to change the number 6, which was magenta, to, let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going to do a dino light purple, so let's go with 30. And as I said, they seem invisible, so it won't always show up, but it is there somewhere. Right, and let's go back in, change the number 1 to a number 2, and press on admin command because I want to do a kind of purple throughout. Just as a kind of forewarning, RGs are, most of their colour regions are invisible. The most visible ones are segment 0 and segment 5, and I think that's either segment, yeah, I think it's segment 3 as well that can be seen, but you have to kind of hunt for it a little bit. Oh no, segment 3 you can see, it's the tip of the wings. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, don't quote me. So let's do segment 3 now. I'm going to use the number 30 again for the light dino purple. And then again for segment 4. Once again, it doesn't look like anything's changing, but it has, see? Because this is light dino purple on its feet, which you probably wouldn't have noticed if you were stood like this, so. Oh, and it has also appeared on the tips, by the way, so just so you know. So what we need to do now is, I think segment 5 is this brown bit, the bit that's been left unchanged. So segment 5, and I'm going to do that in that nice purple as well. See? There we go. Looks a lot nicer now. So there we have it. We've coloured another one. Every dino's colour regions are different in the terms of what region colours what part of their body and whether or not it's visible to you or not. Because some colour regions just colour such a small part that you wouldn't even notice it. It's just that way. I don't know about you, but it just kind of makes me feel complete to know that all of the colour regions are coloured in, even if you can't see it. So that is how you change the colour of your dinos, and I will put the cheat in the description along with all the colour ID codes. So